Yo,
Going on?
how you doing, man?
Oh, not bad. I'm trying to get my picture on there.
Don't worry. Sometimes it just takes a sec. Zoom can be a little finicky sometimes.
I'm trying. There we go. Start. Yes. I'm a bit of a retard when it comes to this. Hey, what's going on?
How the fuck you doing, man? How's the knee?
Ah, shit. It's fucking terrible, to be honest with you. But that's life, man. What can we do?
Yep, yeah, 100%. No feelings, just be ferocious, as
That's it.
you have
Well,
said.
that's like they say, feelings are for the gays,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 100%. Good to see you, man.
No, good to see you too, man.
Yeah.
I
So,
didn't know you were one of the Germans.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been to Hamburg a couple times. I'm going again
Yeah.
in December, and very Mennonite. So it's like the Jewish German. You're like super cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, because you guys were kicked out of Germany, the Mennonite,
Yeah. Yeah.
by my people, the Prussians.
Yeah, that's right. You know what's funny? That there was Prussians in our family, so it's like a love-hate.
There you go.
Yeah.
You guys actually, but you actually have Mennonites in your family?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, but you never grew up in that, or you did?
No, not like full on like village Mennonites, but like that kind of like tradition, like I would say like modern kind of deal. Like my dad's a minister and like a missionary and that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Lots of the same diet, lots of the same sayings, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what I. Oh, there we go. It's same dot. Yeah. The thing is, I didn't really grow up with it. I didn't. I kind of missed out on the whole. Like my dad and I, we know about like our culture from Germany is kind of doesn't exist anymore. Prussians, and we don't have any links to Germany anymore. So
Yeah.
yeah, I just knew about what I knew about from my opa, basically, and he was super old. So like I didn't have him very long,
You don't get
but
the full story. Yeah, no, the in Germany I just went to go visit a buddy of mine. It's not like I have a family out there, but it's cool that I get to go see that culture. Um
yeah, of
his
course.
mom kind of like took me on as his own when I was out there because he was in university. So me and her would go on like little like history dates kind of deal. She'd take me to like the fucking little villages and fucking they have like a decommissioned Russian nuclear submarine there. So that was pretty cool. Um,
That's
obviously,
awesome. Are you a
it's
history man?
oh, big time. Yeah. Yeah. It's like a mix of fucking Boondocks, Family Guy, and then like fucking history shit on YouTube if I'm watching something at night, unless it's fights. So,
I'll show you. I'm a history man too. I'll show you. Well, this
oh,
is
hell
my.
yeah.
It's not really my house. It's my dad's house, but all
Dude.
knights helmets and
Right up my alley. Holy shit. You
yeah.
got the Steins and everything.
Oh yeah, he's been to Germany, not me. He has
Nice.
all this stuff. My dad's half Mexican, half German.
That's a crazy mixture. Holy shit.
Yeah, but we know about that's my great grandfather. He was a general in the Mexican Revolution.
What? That's bananas.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like him with the president at the time.
Holy shit. Yeah, my family was just farmers. That's bananas.
Yeah, man, I'm a huge history buff, man, and I get that from the dad.
Does your nickname have something to do with that? I wanted to ask you actually.
Nickname? No, the nickname came from the fact that I was just really good at like positional control. Like I was really good. I used to train with these Brazilians kind of back in the day because originally I came up at like a Henzo school.
Okay.
I was with the Henzo Gracie school originally, where I came up in the same. So did Pete and Jeff. They came up at the same team, and so a number of Brazilians rolled through, and like they would say, when I was a blue belt, they would call me Garrapato. I never asked them what it meant or anything like that. I just thought of, hey, I'm part of the club. I got a Brazilian nickname,
Hmm.
and they described me as like a little bug, like a tick, because I was like this. I was really small when I was younger. I was really small, but nevertheless, I would take everybody's back, and then like they had a really hard time getting me off. As you've seen in my fights, I'm still like that. I'm huge into back takes, and I ride everyone with body triangles, basically.
100%. Yeah.
So it means tick in Portuguese.
Nice. Okay. Well, fuck, it's better than fucking something shitty that they're just making fun of you without you knowing.
Yeah. Well, it's better than something I gave myself too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You get so many of these guys that give their own nickname, and it's just fucking gay. But whatever.
And you see it change two, three, four times over the years as well.
Yeah, like somebody's like, I am like the Dark Samurai, and it's like you sound like a homo.
You know, it's funny. I love Jonathan Haggerty, but he called himself the bonus boy after his win prior, and I was like, that's not for you. The general is
No
good.
bueno.
You've got to
No
change it.
bueno.
You're already up there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
did you grow up in Ottawa?
I did. Yeah, I did. I've grown up, born and raised, whole life, man.
Nice. What drew you to the gym? What was the first thing that drew you to the gym?
My nature, man. I grew up in hockey originally, so I was like always kind of a rough kid.
Yeah.
Are we recording right now?
Yeah.
Oh, we're recording. Okay, yeah. So, man, I grew up in hockey. I was always kind of a rough kid. I really had a knack for the whole hooliganism of it. I'd score lots of goals, but I had a knack for being a goon at the same time. So I was really good at the physical part of the hitting. But like what blew everybody away was like I was always one of the smaller kids. So it was rare that somebody my size was able to kind of hold his own like that. Always had a knack for like physicality,
Hmm.
and that escalated for me having a knack for even just messing around with the boys. I'd always be really good in fights for some reason. As a kid, I was really good at scrapping. I was really good at wrestling. I just had a knack for it, and it was right up my alley. And I was a bit of a, or like a I don't want to say badly, yeah, I was a badly behaved kid,
Yeah, yeah.
and that that whole thing, that whole thing, kind of just it drew me towards when I got to high school. I wanted to join wrestling, and when I did, right off the get go, I was winning matches. Hey,
That's okay.
I was winning matches, and right from the get go, what happened was I remember getting in scraps with other kids, and nothing that crazy, but I remember a kid that used to give me a hard time joined wrestling. He was a grade older than me. He joined wrestling, and we were both kind of the only kids the right size. And like a distinct memory, I was 12. I was 12, turning 13, and he was like 14. And
Hmm.
I remember this kid called me a faggot all the time in the hall, or made fun of me or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I remember being put up against him in a match and just like almost like Waterboy with Adam Sandler. I just remember fucking running through him and just annihilating him while everyone was watching. I remember being like, I'm good at this. And then from then on out, I gained like that little chip of respect from people, I think.
Yeah.
And something about it at that moment really clicked with me. So I joined like we had a really ghetto wrestling team at my school. Like it wasn't high level or extravagant or whatever, but it gave me my start. And then from there on out, that's when I wanted to chase jujitsu because I always watched jujitsu. I always watched MMA like when I was a kid since 2005 or so
Okay.
when I was like 9 years old. We were watching UFC, but also remember at the time there was like a whole bunch of other promotions too. There's WEC.
Yeah.
There was like there was Strike Force. There was all these other little promotions. There was ones in Japan still. I used to Bellator was already a thing by then. I'm pretty sure, and like I remember watching all these things just on cable TV. And I used to watch The Ultimate Fighter. And after that, like, yeah, I just wanted to get into BJJ. So, like, not even 2 years later, my parents signed me up for BJJ. And that's the year that I got out of hockey. I decided one day, like, I don't want to do this hockey thing anymore. Truth be told, I got a bad taste in my mouth about hockey.
Okay.
Like, I remember the exact moment I didn't know. I knew I didn't want to play anymore. There's like 1 year of overlap, maybe, uh, with jujitsu and hockey, and I trained for a year and did hockey at the same time. But basically, like I grew up always in like competitive hockey,
Yeah.
and it wasn't until like some other guy's dad was the coach who didn't like me
Oh, fuck.
and was like really open about how he wasn't going to take me, and that's when I decided like I remember in the tryouts being like, "Fuck you guys! Like you guys can all fuck off."
Well, that's a good thing. Because look where it put you.
Yeah, put me here now.
Yeah.
So Like that's when I really dialed in BJJ, and then like getting out of hockey, I've grown up super competitive, and so luckily I was on that team. We were on Team Henzo Gracie at the time, and we were a super competitive team. So from the get go, dude, it was tournaments. It started off like little stuff, Ontario Opens and little opens, and then it quickly escalated to Worlds and IBJJF Opens and all this stuff,
Damn. Well, especially
just
working
all
with
the time.
that team as well. Like Peter was telling me in our interview there too, just the difference, like the level it was being around those guys, especially with you guys just clicking so well too.
What's that? Sorry.
Oh, like Peter was telling me about just working with those guys, especially like with Jeff all the way back then, and
Yeah,
just how
yeah.
how how everyone clicked so well, like the work level too, not just like working together, but like the high level of competition you guys were hitting at that time.
It was, and like, so what happened was Pete came up before me. He came up kind of in the generation before me. He was a purple belt when I started,
Hmm.
and I got coached by a couple other guys. But when I got coached by Pete, maybe like a year in,
Hmm.
and him and I just really hit it off together, and we like, something about his teaching style or his jujitsu style really just clicked with me. And then yeah, like he'd help me quite a bit, like one on one all the time. Like every Wednesday night, I remember is when I started with Pete.
Hmm.
And I have to give credit too to some of my other BJJ coaches. Like I've had great influences in my jujitsu. I've had great influences, and like looking back, I was really blessed to have the sheer amount of high level guys that I got to meet and train with as a kid, as a 15, 16 year old is actually bananas looking back now.
Yeah,
There were at the time like we're only talking like 14 years ago, but the BJJ culture was actually different back then. The whole creonch thing was a thing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
the what, sorry?
The creonch thing. This was a whole concept back then. So like
No, hit me.
basically the team loyalty thing was a thing back then. So teams didn't really like intertrain. And if you left one of the big teams, you were labeled a creonch, which is like a thing they have in Portuguese. So like there was very obvious borders back then. Certain teams were affiliated and they trained together, but like other ones, no. And like our team was super old school like that. So
Okay.
when like when I when I was exposed to all this kind of stuff, yeah, it was like a really closed kind of team environment. But nevertheless, man, I got to be exposed to guys who I came up with. Like I don't know if you know who Cameron Florchuk is.
No, I don't.
So he's like a high level black belt now. The guy lives over in Texas, trains with him and Gordon Ryan are with Danaher,
Oh, damn.
and yeah, like coming up, that guy was my roommate for a period of time. Like coming up with that guy, picking me up from school sometimes, and training with him every single lunchtime, and doing
Wow.
training with him all the time. Like this really rubbed off on me. In addition to um, many of the other guys that came up with there, it's funny to look back and see everyone's a black belt now that
That
I
is
came up with.
fucking bananas. Well, and
Yeah.
that shows champion in two promotions here. It's bananas.
Yeah, like I came up with these guys who were super high level black belts, but at the time, like as a kid, I got to do privates with certain guys. Like I remember a big influence on my game was Gianni Grippo.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
No.
He's a
Hit me.
black belt in the United States. He was originally under Henzo's, but like at the time, I didn't know who the hell he was, and he just showed up. He was from New York. He just showed up, and I did a couple privates with him, and like showed me how to berimbolo, changed my life forever. And then I was obsessed with jujitsu here forth, right? And then I got to work with they brought in a lot of great guys. They brought in Braulio Estima, they brought in Henzo Gracie, they brought in a number of the Gracie brothers. Um, yeah, and that was all when I was a kid. So like we're doing these little seminars, but these guys you get to just hang out with them and when you know what it's like with kids that age when you're 15, 16, you just absorb everything.
Oh, fuck yeah. Absolutely. And then there's ones that pick it up miles and miles more than other kids, where by the end of the day they're already on to the next thing. Whereas some guys are, obviously some things take time, but there's some that just absorb and you can see it. And those are the ones that end up in
Yeah.
your position, end up in Mo's position, end up in Taylor's position.
exactly.
etc., etc.
And dude, that's I met Jeff once I had been there a number of years because at the time Jeff was working at his other gym. He was teaching at Mass Thai Boxing, which is was affiliated at the time with my other team, right?
Hmm.
So I met Jeff when I went to Mass Thai Boxing in Cambridge, and that was on like a tournament trip. And like him and I, he was incredibly like open arms. Like he came and welcomed us. Any of the competitors, any of us young guys who he saw as like value, like he brought us in and like he saw like he's like, hey, you guys are beasts, man, and he open arms. And like from then on out, like when I'd go to Cambridge, I'd message Jeff, and he'd always go out of his way to make a good training session for me if I was just out of town, right? So him and I clicked too upon meeting Jeff, and then one thing led to another. Years go by. He moved to Ottawa, um, and then I kind of had like a falling out with that team, like many guys did, including Pete, including him,
Hmm.
including like I can think about seven other of my friends who had fallings out with the old coach,
Mm.
and
That's not
Jeff
the
and I,
first time I've heard that too, by the way. Yeah.
yeah, dude, I got banned from the team because I got banned from the team because I quit, and like, yeah, it's fucking stupid. Like they tried to ban me for half a year from training.
That
It
doesn't
was
make any sense at all. Yeah.
weird politics, different individual. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fucking, um, it's different now. Like I actually have a great relationship with that team now.
Good. Nice.
Yeah, like they're all my friends. They're all my friends still, and like it's just the way things go, right? Like we started at the time, New Era. We started in a parking lot under the gazebo of a park
Hmm.
because we didn't have a location. So just Jeff and I hit pads. Jeff messaged me after because I quit and he quit not long after. He's like, you need to train, man, and you need to do your MMA debut like you've always talked about.
No shit. So he's really pushing you, even after you guys have no fucking gym.
We have no gym, but I'm
Yeah.
like, he's like, now's the time. I'm like, you sure? He's like, right now. I was 21.
Is this 2017 when you signed with TKO MMA?
Yeah, dude, they signed a kid with no MMA experience. They just signed me.
Wow.
And it fucking
Fine.
worked out, dude, because I went 3-0 with three finishes from the get go.
That's madness. I was looking back at some of those posts and then just looking at the come up and then you see it's just every few months ready for war, going to war, ready for war, we're finished, going to the next and just the progression from 2017, your very first post and going through it, it's amazing.
Yeah, dude, I had a real thing about like war about. It's always been a I don't know, dude. I've always had like this thing with warriors and war and history and fucking. I just always felt this like affinity or this calling for battle and for like that's always what this was like synonymous with to me.
Yeah.
Something about fighting spirit. It was like I had this feeling I clicked with MMA even quicker than I clicked with wrestling or jiu-jitsu.
Oh shit, okay.
I just clicked with it. And like people who want to talk shit and stuff about people, some people used to talk shit about my stand up and all this thing. We never told them. I hit my first, I hit pads for the first time 5 months before doing my first pro fight.
That's fucking nuts. So it was purely wrestling and jujitsu prior.
So everyone's like, "Oh, this kid's stand up sucks," and I just started that year, and yeah, dude, I just used to essentially like I did one lame like Muay Thai fight after with like 2.5 months of training and striking,
Hmm.
and I think it's somewhere on YouTube still. But I just went out and I just winged it and literally winged it. I just started winging overhands at this kid nonstop.
Did you finish them?
No, he beat me actually. He beat me.
Oh shit.
He like scored a bunch of leg kicks, but at the end of it, it's like it's like one of those ones where I basically, if it was a fight, I beat him up, but in Muay Thai, no,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't
When
win.
you're limited, 100%.
When I got kicked in the leg a lot of times, and yeah, it was one of those. But I don't know. Good learning experience. Yeah,
Muay Thai's, I fucking love that shit, man. That's purely what got me into this side of work was watching one championship. just out of
Yeah,
nowhere. Yeah, and I was like, how the fuck do I not know about this? And then I was like, well, if no one's telling people about this, I need to tell people about this, regardless of how it's done. And then I figured, who the fuck wants to listen to someone that doesn't fight or coach? I was like, why don't I just get the fucking guys that fight, and then they can tell their fucking stories, and then boom, it happened, and it's
I
been
think I think that's why I'm drawn to your channel, man. Is that is that yeah? There's no like you don't come at this with any obnoxious opinions like some guys do. You come at this with from words from our mouths. You come at you let us speak. It's like I think a lot of journalists really speak from an uneducated perspective, and like the thing is, none of them have stepped in a fucking ring in their life, right?
exactly, man, 100%. And like the main thing for me is I watch this shit, it puts my hairs on edge. I talk about this shit, it gets me going like nothing other. Like speaking with fucking Tom Loeffler is a guy who worked with Muhammad Ali, and he's telling me stories about Muhammad Ali. And I just started this last March, and so to all of a sudden be engulfed, to speak with Stitch Duran, to speak with guys from the UFC, current champions like yourself, coaches, promoters, the whole nine yards. It's like I'm just the fucking conduit for guy like you said, like is there anything off limits? It's like no, then there shouldn't be anything off limits because
That's what it is.
the whole fight game already is so, and about this, communities are so divided, besides what's happening more recently, I'm seeing a lot more cohesion, which is nice. But it's funny, like kind of unraveling it when you go into it and you think everyone's buddy buddy, and a lot of the community is, but then you find out some things, and how some things are just completely blocked off, where you can't even bring people together in a sense. I'll give the WBC and IFMA as an example, that kind of deal. But
Yeah,
on the other side of it is you get to know these guys on a personal level, and then at the end of the day too, like I went to a gym 2 days ago. Coach is an IFMA guy, has no problem with the WBC regardless. He just likes the sport in general. So you're seeing it get more popular, which I'm loving.
yeah,
And then you're seeing it really grow in Canada. Like we've yet to even touch what I think is a baseline of it being a household sport still. We had the days of George St. Pierre, but now with the promotions that are happening, BFL, Unified, BTC, FLA, for example, regardless, all these shows that are coming, even boxing, it's people are putting on more shows. Sonny's doing a great job, 2 shows in one night. It's fucking cool to see, man.
it is cool to see. It's really cool to see. I have like random dudes sometimes who I'm seeing the amount of guys who support the local scene. I'm having random dudes in small towns fucking come up to me at bars who like this one guy in Manotick. I was in Manotick, which is like a little town just beside Ottawa.
Okay.
I'm in this small little pub, and the guy just walks up to me. He's like, "Good luck next month." I'm
No
like, yeah,
shit. No
hey,
shit.
dude. I had the fucking these random guys who just follow, and they're like, they know who you are, and they're like, "Good luck in your next fight." This happened to me like I can count like in this year, no, the past 2 years, it's happened like like 6, 7, 8 times. I was like, "What the fuck?"
That's
These
fucking
people follow the
awesome.
local scene. So like it's not just the big name guys that people care about anymore. People take a look at who's coming up out of Ottawa and they give us support. So this sport is becoming a thing. Like people look at the up and comers. People want to know who's this guy is and who that guy is.
It's from these prelims and these undercards and these guys getting shots on them, and all of a sudden you're like, well, where are they coming from? How are they getting there? And
Yeah,
which gym are they at? And where were they fighting before? And it becomes, because then you get, because again, when I started this too, is it's like you can name a hockey player and people know the college, they know the high school, they know his
yeah.
the AA team, they know everything about him. And it's like, then let's have the exact same thing for fighters. If a fighter walks in, you should know exactly as much as we know about hockey players. Same thing with
Yeah.
baseball, same thing with basketball. They follow it right to the teen, and it's
You can dude, you
it,
can
you can
find like
definitely
a
do the
kid with
same for
you can
fighting.
find a kid with
Oh no, you can definitely do the same thing for fighting. 100%.
yeah. No, you can find a kid with Asperger's who's memorized everyone's upbringing and their facts. So, like, you know what I mean? It's
That's me. No, just kidding.
literally, The difference in fighting is the fighters are the ones with Asperger's. That's the difference.
Oh my God, man.
uh,
That's so good.
I sometimes accuse my teammates of having Asperger's, and I tell I'm gonna get in trouble for this. Fuck, whatever.
No, go for it.
I told like a new guy at the gym that one of my teammates had Asperger's, who doesn't, but just like I'm like, yo, careful, this person has Asperger's. Don't like just as a joke, and they're like, oh my god, okay, I'll be careful. I'm like, yeah, that'd be great. Like give this person their skipping rope back. It really triggers them.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
So I was a chef for a while before this, and I'd hire someone and I would do that. I would say like, careful, the dishwasher's a little retarded.
yeah,
Or I'd go to the sous chef and be like, just don't make any gay jokes, man, because he's really sensitive about that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Dude, like he eats bananas a special way with his butt, and it's like it's fucking. You be
I'll give
careful
I'll
with the
give you a
G
good
word.
one, a real fast one. My dad was a bus factory foreman, and they had a new owner come in from Europe, and so they had all the foremans come up. They lined up, and this is a big bus factory in Winnipeg. So my dad, last name Weed, they line everyone up by name. My dad's at the end of the line, and before he gets in line, he goes like this, puts his glasses down, he puts his arms like this. He starts kind of smiling,
Oh God,
and the owner walks up, and all the guys are quiet.
yeah.
And my dad goes, "My name's Bob. Like, nice to meet you." And he starts going on. And he says, it's like, "New Flyer, it's an equal opportunity work environment. So thank you." And nobody tells this guy, he's a Swedish guy. He's like, "Oh, very nice to meet you, Robert." And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
2 days later, the guy's walking in and my dad's painting a bus. And one of the Filipino guys looks at my dad. He's like, "Oh, hey, like he's coming in. Like, put the glasses down." And so my dad does it and he comes like, "Hey, Rob, how are you?" Treats him all nice, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But my dad pulls it off again. "Oh, and he's painting, yada yada yada." One more day. The next day, he's
Yeah.
leaving. And so the boss comes to give my dad a little special goodbye. Thank you for working with New Flyer. And he comes up to my dad and he's like, "Hey, Rob." And my dad says, "Oh, hey," and gets back to what he's doing and just acted completely normal. Like, "Oh yeah, good to meet you, man. Take care." Like just
Oh
completely
fuck.
back to normal. So fucked with him for 2 days straight, pretending to be fucked.
That's a fucking good way to get a job right there.
And fired now, and even canceled for telling the story now, for God's sakes.
Well, that's
Oh.
okay. Like it's that you're gonna we're finding with time there's more people on the other side of the there's more people on the other side now. The
Yeah,
canceled crew is growing to the
yeah,
point where there's more of all the cool kids are here basically.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
You don't want to be friends with the cancelers, with the ones who are actually upset about everything.
Yeah, exactly, man.
You know,
Tuesday, what are your predictions on Tuesday? What's your prediction?
Moa Doe by knockout.
What round? By how? Me and
Ooh,
me and
I'd
Peter
say
did this. Me and Peter did this.
before the end of round two.
Okay.
End of round two.
Okay.
I think he's gonna make the kid. I think he's gonna make that guy quit. Like, I think that kid's got some quit in him.
Hmm.
Not saying he's not tough, but I think that kid has some quit in him. Whereas Moa Doe does not.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Moa Doe has that
you can
fight
see that.
factory spirit, bro. He's got the dog in him.
It's bananas. I think I said with Peter, mid second round, drops him and then finishes by ground and pound. That's what I'm saying about mid
Okay.
second round. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm saying like knockout or like finish by punches. Like
Yeah.
maybe finish by knockdown of punches. That's
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
they're
Yeah.
consistent to Mo's wavelength right now. But I'm seeing Mo in the gym, and I'm seeing and to my I would love to be. I'm still working with him, but like I'm a part of me is grateful to not be on the receiving end of what he's dishing out right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. No, he looks crisp. Even being back there with you guys in the green room for Unified 55 there, man. It's like you said, it's fucking war. Like you can feel it. You can feel it right there. It's great. It's
And
fucking great.
the best part about what we have, man, we have a very male camaraderie type environment with us. We're not like a lot of other gyms where it's very we have a bit of a macho environment. It's a lot of testosterone, a lot of dudes, but what we have backstage, like you saw, is we have male
Yeah.
camaraderie. We have this energy before we go out where, yeah, it feels like war, but it feels like you're going to war with your brothers.
When is it pronounced Mirza?
Yeah.
Yeah, when Mirza when he spoke to you right before you guys went on forehead to forehead, he was telling you, "Holy shit, man! I'll never forget that. That was nuts." And then
Yeah.
going out there and getting it done is fucking crazy.
It makes, and that's the thing. Like I was having I'm not a big, I'm not a big secret, like I'm not a big excuse maker or anything like that, but I was having a tough time before that fight. Like
Hmm.
I had a fever and shit. Like I felt like crap, and I just took a Tylenol right before that, and I remember that interaction actually kind of channeling me when we just went forehead to forehead, and just to feel like that energy, man, to feel Mira's big old caveman head against mine,
Yeah,
and
dude.
just
Well, and it was real. That was all real. That's what
oh,
he
bro,
is. Like
I'm
he's a
sure
fucking
both of
soldier,
our
man.
balls both
Yeah.
of our balls were tingling in that moment.
Yeah. Mine were too, and I was just fucking
Yeah,
filming it. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Like it's something about it's that plus like the huddle we have plus
Yeah.
there's something to be said, man, about male camaraderie. There's a thing about like I say that fully no homo. Like
Yeah. Oh yeah.
there's something to be said about men these days don't have a group of boys.
Hmm.
I don't think a lot of men have that
Hmm.
as much as we do. And like this environment, this kind of vibe we have when it is all boys, we channel this special energy out of each other, and it's you rise the occasion more, you challenge each other. I think men all had that kind of in like their old professions and stuff, when it was groups of boys,
Yeah.
group groups of boys would go to the pub after work. Groups of that was a thing, you know what I mean? And I think that's part of one of the reasons why we see this whole like fucking what is it, the testosterone crisis or whatever.
Yeah, 1,000%, 1,000%. And then that's why this kind of resurgence of even like combat sports is rising again. I swear to God, because
Yeah.
it's being noticed. It is being noticed, and it's obviously like the women put on spectacular fights. Like nothing
Yeah,
against them
I'm not
whatsoever.
taking
And
anything away from that
it's
either.
it's
Yeah.
it's funny that you have to clarify that nowadays, but what you said is so fucking true because it's and so many guys are fucked nowadays. For example, like I circle of friends that are half of them are in rehab and the other half are married with kids, and it just kind of dissipates. So
Yeah. Get me.
it's two extremes. So
Yeah, yeah.
what were your thoughts on?
Huh?
Oh
My thought.
no, go ahead, Nick, because I got
No,
another. I got a
I was
question
about
for
to
you.
disclaimer. I'm a full supporter of like the family. I'm actually a big. That's my vision in life too. I want to be a dad with kids, and that's something
Mhm.
I'm really looking forward to in my life. Yeah. But no, go. What was the thing you were to say?
What were your thoughts on the Pereira fight? You catch that?
I did. I did. And you know what? I could identify with the fact that like he described like how sick he was before that fight. He was super sick. He trained for 2 weeks leading up to that, or
Hmm.
3 weeks. And I think he embodies a champion because a champion, to me, is someone who can get the job done no matter what. And again, that's what being a man is about too. No matter what from the kitchen sink is thrown at you, you got to get the job done because it's like they say nobody cares.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's
Nobody
funny. Um, she's not a man, but she said the exact same fucking thing. Christine Faria, bare knuckle champion at 125 pounds.
Yeah,
It's the champion status, and she said when she feels lazy or when she feels like not going for a run, she's like, no, 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 like champion behavior, like in and
that's right.
out of the ring, in and out of the octagon. It's that or nothing.
These things build your character. Like we look at it, oh, it's for fight camp, it's for this. But bro, the accumulation of all these things is for life.
Yeah.
It's for life. I can remember. Again, I'm not tooting my horn or whatever, but I can remember the horrendous, unpleasant crap that I've done since I was a teenager. I remember those moments when I didn't do normal kid stuff and I was just grinding. Now that's also it's funny coming from me because I still live like in my mother's house now, but you know, like
I'm
I'm
here too. Hey, I'm here with you too. Don't worry about it.
so fucking living in Canada in 2024. What's up? But yeah, like the accumulation of of all the hard things I did in my life really formed me. They made me who I am, and they
Mhm.
made me a tough son of a bitch. You know, like
Oh, you could see it. You like that was a grinder of a fucking fight. I was like near, like right fucking there, right after, man. That was a fucking grind.
yeah, and
And
that's getting the job done, man. Like
yeah,
I did a shit performance, but like the way I look at it is, yeah, I did a shit performance, but even on my worst night, even on my one of my crappiest uh, forms, I pull it off and get the job done.
you still
Like
get the win. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Exactly. And here's the other side of that too. As shitty as you felt, the pressure of the moment didn't get you as well. That's a whole other side of it too, because that was the basically one of the, biggest pressure, the biggest of pressure. I mean, you were at Contender Series too, but the biggest
yeah,
pressure of career at that point, and to still go out there and get it it's
yeah.
nuts.
And that's the thing. Like the last two fights kind of brought a negativity out of me too, man. I actually have had time to kind of sit on this and meditate on it, but the last two fights really brought like a negativity out of me. I was in there for like an external purpose. I was in there trying to do something. We're trying to get signed to the UFC. We're trying to go to the UFC, but for me, like that became something different from what I normally did.
Yeah. Yeah.
In my whole career, bro, I've gone in there to just get the job done, to execute the job. I go in there just to finish a man. No homo. This is just like you know what I mean. I go in there to get the job done,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, like that was different for me when I go in there and you're like, oh, I'm trying to get to the UFC. You
Yeah.
look at Dana White. Dana White goes like that at you, and I'm like, oh fuck, he remembers me. Damn it. Oh, and like
Fuck.
ah, he remembers me. He remembers that I lost in that fight that I really won. But when it doesn't matter,
Yeah, yeah.
it's there's an ultimate pressure, and like I'm more concerned about that than I am about actually performing it. When I perform, man, like people can tell you when I just go and play in the gym and have fun and be myself, I'm very like it's like a different guy. I can pull off a lot of crazy shit. Like most of my stand up game and my striking game, you guys don't get to see because I only really do it when I'm having fun.
Well, and what did Adesanya say? That he said, "I am at my best when I'm having fun." And he goes
Yeah,
out there and you see that having that, right? And that takes obviously the, fucking 75 kickboxer, 80, 90 kickboxing matches, whatever the fuck it is, to get to that too and execute while having fun and be present of that too. That's a whole nother ball game too, a part of that besides the pressure, that's.
yeah,
And I try and think of that every day, even day to day life, man. Like, but you're at your best mood. Even if you're, doing a chore or whatever, you can make it fun, and
again,
you're at your best.
that's what being at the gym is for me too. Like doing my job, doing like our job is fighting. But when I go to the gym and my friends and I are being funny with each other at the same time, in between rounds or before and after practice, a great vibe I have is with the boys in Montreal too. Like when I'm
Nice.
with Jourdain, man, like when there was
Yeah,
Jourdain with Fabio, it's hilarious. Like
he's
these guys,
hysterical. I've sent him a couple messages. It's fucking hilarious, man. And he's
yeah,
he's a
bro.
big no homo guy too.
I can't repeat the stuff we say, you
I
know.
Yeah, I could imagine.
But like, yo, great vibe and completely awesome guy, man. Completely awesome guy. Beauty of a human being. Like I love that guy. Um, and just this again, it's the male camaraderie thing. Like I think him and I click really well too. Like we have these fantastic rounds in the gym
Yeah,
where we push each other and challenge each other, and at the same time we got good energy because I think we're on the same kind of wavelength. You know, we're on the same kind of similar frequency. You know, and I think I have that very much there, and a very much a Fight Factory with my friends, with my coaches, with the boys, whatever. Like, yeah, man, when you are loving what you're doing, and you're having fun, others can see that.
100%. Yo, I'm gonna pause you right here. I have to give you another Zoom call. It only allows 40 minutes at a time. I'm
Okay,
gonna grab my charger. I'll just be like 2 minutes, not even.
I got you, dog.
Okay, call you right back. I'll shoot you a text first.
Right on.
Beauty. Just went slurped a quick bong rip down.
Ah,
Degenerate.
devil lettuce.
Yeah, that and coffee is what's created my page. I think those are the only two things that's kept me going.
Yeah, the marijuana.
Yeah, if I usually get to a city to cover an event, the weed store is usually the first stop. Well, no, coffee first and then that. So
Coffee first. That's it. I'm a fan of the coffee. It keeps me on. It keeps me square edged and ready to. Or it keeps me grumpy. You know.
yeah, no, that I need it, man. I need it. I'll have, and it's funny, I'll have it with milk, or I'll have it black, or I'll have it with cream and sugar if I'm feeling spicy. Like I'll go all ways. I like
Yeah.
it all, baby.
Yeah. Son. Sugar too.
Oh yeah, some that's when I'm like when I want to treat myself. But
That's when you want to live it up.
yeah, yeah, that's rare. That's dessert. Like if I was a good boy for the week, but
Yeah. Or if
but
you're on a vacation.
yeah, yeah. It was funny. I messaged crew Jeff one time, and I said every time you guys post a video, it makes me get up off my ass. And he just messaged me back, "Be better." And it was so good.
You're like, "Ah, dang it. Now I gotta do stuff.
Literally, literally, there's no excuse after that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Sometimes he does that to me too. Sometimes he is. I'm like, ah, crap. Now I
yeah,
have to start shadow boxing immediately.
yeah, exactly. But it's good. It's good. You need that. You need that, or else it doesn't get you going right the fuck away. Like if something doesn't do that, then so it's
But yeah, that's what it was. Like I'm saying, that's what us men need. We need somebody to light a fire under our ass and be like,
yeah,
get up, pussy,
big
get up.
time, 1,000%.
And yeah, we don't need someone to be like, it's okay, like you are perfect how you are. Like, you know what I mean? We don't need that shit.
No, no. We need a
We
lot
are,
more of the first.
yeah, we need a lot more ass whoopings. Or like as Sean said, fucking alcohol, maybe not alcoholic rage beatings, but
Yeah.
we need someone to kick our ass. I was saying this the other day. I had a conversation I was talking to the parents of some kids who were actually telling me to be hard on their kids, and I agree with them. They're like, no, be like hard on our kids, like our. And we were talking about how like the kids today, bro. That I don't know when you were born. When were you born?
95.
Yeah, so kids today, uh, like they've grown up, and iPads have always been a thing, like in their lifetime. Screens have always been a thing in their lifetime, like. And I'm not talking like we watched TV and played PlayStation,
It's different now. Yeah, it's different now.
but these kids,
It's nuts now. It's
dude, they're
fucked.
fucking their nervous systems are tailored to like screens. And like this came to the conversation that they don't play outside anymore. Who's the comedian recently that said that you don't see kids wearing casts anymore?
Holy shit.
Remember that? Like, remember we used to always see
Holy
somebody had
shit.
casts
Yeah.
and their friend, you'd sign it.
Yep. That's not
Kids
a
don't do
thing.
that anymore
No.
because kids just play inside.
Yep. Yep. I was one of those kids. I had a cast. Yeah. That's bananas.
Yeah, yeah, well, because we fell out of trees and shit, and we like fell off of skateboards, and
And I got shoved by a girl, but that's a different story. It was on ice. She said, shut up. Fuck you.
yeah, yeah, you got shoved by a girl, and that's why you hate girls now,
Yeah.
right? I think
That's why I'm gay now. Yeah. 100%.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Fuck me. Fuck you.
yeah. But like, no, dude, like we all grew up doing real shit. Like maybe our parents thought the same thing about us, but kids now have. I asked the kids in a kids class. I'm like, just guys curious, just like wondering, have any of you guys been like beat up or punched by another kid or something like in a fight? And out of 20 of them, two of them raised their hands.
Ever. Ever.
Yeah, like
Just that
ever.
year. Wow.
Yeah, like two out of 20 of them have been punched by someone.
Yeah, that's it used to be like half, like one out of two, if or more. Like every girl would get into a like every fucking all the time.
Yeah. And then like, and bro, I see like, you see even just the content that they're, it's so the fucking heavily politicized content that they're being shown, all
Well,
this,
school's so fucked now, dude. I worked in a school 3 years ago or 4 years ago, right before COVID launched.
yeah,
I was a chef in the school, and it was a very prissy private school.
yeah,
$25,000 a year from kindergarten to grade 12, these students. It's fucking ridiculous. And
Wow.
nuts, dude, nuts. Like super. I didn't even know that was a thing. Fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway, I had to sit in mandatory they
Oh, fuck.
I had to sit in there for mandatory training. It was paid, but dude, that was just the teachers. The students get it all day. It's disgusting. And
That's
then
fine.
it was a 40% of the students were Chinese, maybe 30%. And then they all went away for Christmas, and then COVID started. And so I left right away because I'm like, oh, they're all coming back, and this is gonna end. And
Yeah.
obviously we know what happened then. So
Yeah.
yeah,
No, man, that's yeah, fuck. That
it,
is a
it,
scary thing to think about. I don't even think I'd be allowed in the they them meetings, to be honest with you. They probably would just ban my face at the door. But like yeah, dude, like the fact that that's the forefront of what we're supposed to always think about and focus on is pretty nuts. You know what I mean? Like the fact that
it's bad.
yeah, like I'm gonna get in trouble for this because there's people that I know who are the opposite. Who I think I politically trigger a lot of people. I'm just not very public or open about stuff like on the
There's
social
no,
whatever.
there's I don't think there's any fags watching this. I think we're all pretty cool.
Yeah, just
No,
us, just us.
yeah, yeah, just us. No, but I have gay friends. I have nothing against that. But anyway,
Yeah,
before we get in trouble, um, so best op like optimum option for you moving forward once your knee is healed. What's the plan? What's the goal?
brother, I'm telling you right now, like I've been through this before. I've been through two knee surgeries previous.
Fuck, I didn't know that. Jesus.
Yeah. So basically, I just know in myself. I know I'm coming back. You can mark my words right now.
Mhm.
I'm coming back, and I'm going to land a swift blow through the division the second I come back. I'm hitting the ground running.
Beautiful.
I've got the I've got the know-how from the surgeries before. I know what to do through fucking denial and error
Mhm.
and and uh and
Ricky over here. Yeah, yeah.
doesn't take flying fucking carpets to figure out or rocket appliances to figure it out.
Well, this
But
is his fucking third knee surgery, and he thinks he's gonna go through with fucking flying carpets, but that's better than mine. That's good.
boys,
That was perfect. Holy shit.
oh, but I'm coming back hitting the ground running. Mark my words now, Bubbles voice or not, or Ricky voice, whatever. I'm coming back. I'm coming back refreshed and excited to get back at it. This is my craft, man. At the end of the day, like you know how many times I've thought about other jobs and other stuff to do, and every time I just realize like I just end up back in MMA. I'm like, what's my expertise? I'm uneducated technically. I don't, you know what I mean? I've been a construction worker previously. I was a framer.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, dude, my area of expertise. What am I a doctor in? I'm a doctor in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. That's yeah, like you've been given this by God. Like you have to execute. You have to execute. And
Yeah.
you're in those prime years too right now as well. And again, like we said, the ground, like the layout of the sport is different now. And even me and Pete talked about this too, with even Crew Jeff being back in the US. It's different now too. Like it's
It's
everything
different,
kind
dude.
of
They
every
let the man out of the cage. He's fucking back.
exactly, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like you said like a gift from God. It just reminded me like that's kind of where I was coming full circle is like if I try to do anything outside of this, man, I actually feel outside of God's calling for me. And I'm a Christian man. I'm a Catholic man. A big thing about I have a big thing about following the path which God has laid out for me, and like following the path that God intended for me. And like you only know that through the voice of God that you can hear yourself. Uh, But just that's where I feel God's voice is calling me is in MMA.
That's fucked because that's how I started this, man. And that's how I feel if I try and go like I worked in the kitchen over the summer and it was fucking horrible. Fucking
Yeah.
horrible. I've done 21 restaurants, long story short, fucking
Wow.
ridiculous. 9 years of working in restaurants and
You must have seen a lot of stuff, bro.
from Kelowna to Banff to fucking Winnipeg and uh, yacht clubs and the whole nine yards, fine dining to school shit to everything. Yeah, yeah, it was. But I had a back injury, and dude, it was literally like get off the line right now, leave the restaurant. That's what I heard. Just get off, go. You just go.
Wow.
That's it. That's it. Because I some shit fell on my back. I went back and continued to work and uh and then that's what I heard. I was like, holy shit. So and then the exact same thing. That's it's crazy how you put that into words.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
It's like God's calling you. You knew something, and like often God will call you to do the hardest thing too. That's the thing. It's like he's not gonna God's calling is not necessarily what's easy and what makes money easily because everyone does that.
Hmm.
But like when you truly are aligned with your divine purpose, man, like it's often the most difficult possible path. You're like, why? You keep asking yourself, why am I doing this? Because a fucking cornucopia of things go wrong.
Yeah.
Everything goes sideways. Things go, you go broke. You have no money. Yeah, yeah. Every possible little trip up you could have will happen. But like that's part of the journey. And like I said, it's part of the journey being a man. And at the end of the day, it's like it, it's why you were chosen to do that. It's because you can handle it.
That's yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's perfectly it, man. That's fucking nuts. It usually is the shittiest route too, like you said, three knee injuries. The thing you most need to fucking fight. The main thing. Everything
But yeah,
comes
bro, like
from.
dude, I'm not upset about it. I'm grateful about life. I'm grateful about the life that I have. And
Mhm.
if you think about what are a couple of knee surgeries compared to some of the issues that people have who are someone today was diagnosed with cancer, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Someone today their children died or their parents died out in the world. Like there's truly horrible things happening to people. And then when you think about it, you realize we were not dealt that bad of a hand at the same time. Our
Yeah.
problem too. We live in Canada. We have roofs over our heads, and we have infrastructure that other people don't even fucking have. Like we were put in in such a great position. So like these little challenges I'm experiencing, like it's fucking nothing, bro. I wake up grateful to do what I do every day, and like, bro, I come at it with the enthusiasm that it's my godly calling, you know. And any little challenge you do, like I like when Jordan Peterson says to bear your suffering nobly.
Mm, that is brilliant. I haven't heard that from him, but that is brilliant.
Yeah, to nobly bear your own suffering, right? It's whatever suffering we all go through suffering, right? Like,
Mm.
but how you bear it, if you really is a show of character. I think most people kind of just shut down and let it kind of beat them down, and they'll accept something easier and smaller.
Or it becomes their character completely too, and
Oh,
that's the
dude,
topic
yeah,
of conversation as well each time you speak with them in that sense too. Yeah.
yeah, good
Yeah.
fucking point. Everyone's got a fucking trauma fetish these days. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, oh, my trauma was what happened when and I have acute trauma from that. Oh, my trauma. You know what I mean? You hear these influencers talking about trauma. They throw the trauma word around like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jesus. So when you come back, BFL and Unified still, hey? Both?
I'm still the champ in both of those. Is
Yeah.
anyone taking it away from me?
So that's bananas. Like that's absolutely bananas that oh
Yeah.
shit, shit's coming out. One
Oops.
second. There we go. Yeah, that is fucking nuts to come back from this full bore, take back over, clear everyone out, and make your claim for what's rightfully yours, man. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, we're coming in long dick style through the
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
division. And the thing is, like, that's when I had the most fun. Like, we're talking about, like, you brought up BFL. I had a blast fighting in BFL.
Hmm.
Those, like, you can tell in those fights, it's a different Mateo in those fights. Like, I went out there. I was looking forward to going to battle, going to war. That for me was fun. I had a hell of a time in BFL. I had a great time in BFL, and I really looked forward to doing the same thing in Unified. I really look forward to doing the same. I'm still on contract with Unified,
Hmm.
but I'm actually, dude, it's a really exciting promotion to be part of because everything about Unified is fucking badass. It's awesome. Like the production value, the quality of the quality of everything is awesome. I was super pumped to come at this thing. Like, and I told Sonny that I was super excited to. I'm like, bro, you tell me when, and I'm there. You know what I mean?
It so my first time there. Fucking, I've been to other UFC Fight Pass shows. That one felt like a UFC event, like a
Yeah, dude.
private UFC event. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful.
It reminded me of the energy of you know some of my fondest memories are actually going to be fighting on the TKO shows back in Quebec.
No,
Back in the old days. Those had a crazy energy and a crazy like I don't know if you ever saw those, but like the production value of those, it felt like this big show. You were fighting at the Bell Center. You're walking through a screen, which is a picture of your face. You're everything about it is so big and so like flashy. I look back on those memories so fondly, and I have a similar kind of energy and feel about Unified. You know what I
it's
mean?
I was speaking with the promoter of Muay Thai World Cup. Brilliant man, and he was saying you have to make the fighter feel special. Make the athlete feel special. You're putting on this show for them. They're the reason that you're putting bums in seats. So do the same for them, like they're gonna put on a show for you. Put on a fucking show for them as well. So that's cool.
Yeah,
And then look at that all these years later, it sticks by and basically mirrors that feel that Unified gives. So that's
yeah.
incredible.
You really feel like you're there. Even when I was there coaching, bro, I was there. I had goosebumps when I was coaching. Like you go there, and it reminded me of like why I love this sport. I look at all these familiar faces, all these people that like I've made friends with just through this thing alone. Like people from Toronto, people from Kura Lynn's gym, people from where like people I've made friends with all through this community. I'm seeing there, and like it reminded me why I love MMA. Just when I'm at that show.
I get that exact same fucking feeling every time I even just chat about it with you guys, like anyone on this side of the sport too, because it's cool to dive in. I was looking at Joe Rogan. Another reason why is I was looking at Joe Rogan's podcast, and I didn't there's he has 2,000, and I'm not shitting on him in any sense, but 2,000 plus episodes, and then the MMA episodes there was only about 200 at the time, maybe 150,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
I was like, well, fuck, man, like he's the main platform to for these fighters to speak on, besides Ariel Helwani and the other shows that are out there.
Yeah.
Um, but like, he's had John Wayne Parr on. I've had John Wayne Parr on. It's like I want to talk with these guys too, but also give them another outlet if they can't make the flight to go be on JRE. And not saying I'm fucking Rogan in any sense of the word, but give these guys a chance to fucking talk about their career.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be this massive thing. Just hop on a call and chat and talk shit.
That's it, man. You get to see the real guy. Like, when you some guys really they lay out the interview like almost checklist. Like they have stuff they want to talk to about this. They'll
Yeah.
deviate. Like your answer's not even done, and they'll deviate to something else. It's very mechanical and like just what's everyone's podcast like? Oh, how are you gonna finish this? Well, I think he is a much less good striker than me, and I think I am a better striker than him, and I
Yeah.
got my advantages in the striking, honestly. And this is what you know what I mean. That's everyone else's thing.
Bro, my big thing too is like there's no, hey, I'm so and so with so and so. We're sponsored by
Yeah.
so and so. Like there's I love that Rogan just gets right into it. I like to do the exact same thing. Even
Yeah,
how you
it's
said, are
real.
we
Yeah.
recording? It's like, yeah, man, we're in. We're already in. Like this is it. There's no big flashy intro or anything. Fucking it's not.
What do you think of your opponent? I think my opponent is tough. It's like like
What are you gonna do come fight night? Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Well,
No,
let's just give away my fucking strategy now. Then might as well, right?
yeah, exactly, exactly. No, we
So,
want to
yeah,
we want to know what's behind that and the guys and even their story too, because it's cool hearing stories about Crew Jeff or Peter from you, from your perspective as well, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
And
dude.
the rest of the Fight Factory team too.
Yeah, dude. There's like the stories are some of the best part of this whole thing. Like looking back, we get to live a life that I don't know, but it's full of these badass memories that you can go off and you see someone, you're like, oh yeah, I remember that time that you fucking punched this guy. You have these like these memories that other people don't. When you know what I mean? Like you have these memories of people. I don't know, man. It's
It's
it's such a big thing to me. Like I don't know.
No, it's the exact same thing to me, man. It's the speech by Teddy Atlas. It's that one night. It's just that one special night can change everything. And it really does. Those like there's Super Bowls, there's fucking Grey Cups, there's whatever there's Stanley Cups, but it's so different when it's fucking one person against one person. And even more so, one person against themselves. As you know, you're just pushing your own self, trying to get through this.
Yeah,
And that when it's those championship matches, when everything's on the line, like for example, that night at Unified, like that was the night to be watching combat sports anywhere on the planet. If you were to
bro.
watch a fight, you wanted to be at the fights, that night was the night to be there. And it's fucking those moments don't happen with football because there's fucking 32 teams and there's fucking 32 matches a year and
Yeah,
it's
they play every week, and that's the thing. It's like
when
you can.
someone can slack off and the other guys can pull. Like it's different. It's one versus one.
Well, there's something about that too, man. Like you could probably tell me where you were on a certain date based on what UFC was coming next or what event was coming. Oh yeah, that's when Jose Aldo fought this guy. Oh yeah, I was there. That's when. Oh yeah, that's when fucking Al Iaquinta and Cerrone fought in Ottawa. I remember exactly what happened that night or whatever. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly. Dude, I could tell you from that day everything that happened till you walking out with the with the belt on and then sitting down and
Yeah,
like absolutely everything from us waiting in the hallway waiting, is it happening, is it happening,
yeah.
fuck,
It's
okay,
it's
on to the
palpable.
next.
It's why the rest of life is so mundane in comparison to fighting.
That sums it up.
People will be like, you'll talk to someone in your family. They'll be like, oh, the wildest thing happened to me, and you're like, yeah, oh yeah, somebody sent you. They gave you the wrong newspaper. Really? They delivered you the wrong fucking. So you know what I mean? Like,
Oh my God, dude. I went to the WBC Worlds for Muay Thai in Italy and watching there's like 400 competitors from 60 countries. And you know how those tournaments are. Just the feeling of that in the room and pe everyone getting ready and every corner of the room there's pad work being done and just ready. It's war. It's fucking war in there. It's
yeah,
nothing is like it, man. Nothing.
it's
Absolutely.
what it's like a special feeling, man. Yeah, it's something. Like I talked about the male camaraderie and this and that before, but yeah, man, there's something to be said for the before and for like the after too. Like what I really liked at the Unified show is that my girlfriend and her mom and all of my people and all of my friends and my teammates were able to come to the room with me afterwards, and we all sat there. And yeah, I liked how everybody kind of got to be part of the moment. And like I had my girlfriend sitting on my lap there, and like I had my friends all like by my side. It reminded me of just all the people who were invested in this journey with me.
That was a special moment, man. That was
Yeah,
yeah, that was being a part of that was pretty cool, even if I was just taking the quick video of it. But that was you could feel it. That was years because every fight is all of your work down to one night. That's what it becomes every time, which is again pretty ridiculous. But
yeah, it is. If you count hours worked for how much fighters get paid, it's hilarious, huh?
oh
I know
fuck.
that's not a knock on any. That's not a
No.
knock on our pay, but I'm just saying the amount of hours. I'm just saying the amount of hours worked in
Yeah.
terms of like what we do, like compared to other athletes, like or compared to other people in the world. The amount of hours worked for one payday is what I'm talking about.
No, I've brought it up on probably 30 or 40 episodes. The unseen. That's it's like Rogan talking about his a buddy of mine. Mine is the fucking the unseen hours of you of the work you guys put in. It's unseen because not everything is fucking documented. It's
Yeah.
little Instagram clip, sure, but you're there day in, day out, 2 a days.
Well,
It's
you can ask our girlfriends and stuff, bro. Like they'll see the other side of the fucking fight game. They see you like tired every day and fucking come. You can ask my mom. You can ask my girlfriend, my mother, my family. Yeah, you can. They see the other side of it,
mhm,
but they see you kind of they see the work going to do. You ask your teammates and your coaches. They see the other side, you know.
mhm.
But yeah, man, it's cool. Like I think when you get down to it, it's like a real special kind of person that loves to do what we do as much as we do.
Yeah, and Poirier said it too. He's just like not himself, or yeah, I think Volk said it as well. Like not himself unless he's got a fight camp going on. Like
Yeah,
once it's in you, like and that yeah, you could. It's cliche as it is. It's like Rocky as well. You know, you just that Rocky Balboa, that fifth one or that one that came out all those years later. And he just
yeah.
wanted to fucking prove to himself, and he has that speech to the judges that are denying him the commission that denies him. He's like that doesn't go away if you're a fighter. So
No,
it's fucking it's nuts. We got
we're
a
like
couple.
we're like German shepherds, bro. Like we got this. That's the way I describe it. I've got a German shepherd,
Mhm.
but like something about him, everyone said, oh, he's such a high drive, like so much energy has to get you know what I mean? I feel it has to get the job done. That's more or less his vibe. And that guy, so part of me really just identifies with him because I got that same fire in me.
Mhm. And when you gotta, like we said too, you gotta use that during these prime years too, and not just go be, you know, a doctor in something else. Be a doctor in violence. So.
Well, yeah, dude, that's me. I'm not a career like I would have never. You're not going to find me in front of a desk on a computer like for as a programmer or some shit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I'm meant to be holding somebody's head with an axe, just like on a battlefield somewhere. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Um, Shavkat or Bilal, who you picking?
Shafkat,
That's what I was thinking too. Jones
Shaf.
Miocic. You think Miocic makes it? You think there's a little turnaround there? What do you think?
Sorry, you say that again?
For the John Jones and Miocic fight, you think Miocic shows up? You think that's happening?
Who knows? I think John Jones is. I've been a John Jones fan since the beginning. Like John Jones is the goat to me, so I'm gonna stick with Jones. And like I just don't think anybody. I think he's still young enough, and I don't see anybody kind of taking something away from Jones
You think pound for pound right now? You think Jones is ahead of Pereira?
right now. Yeah, I think so, bro. Like if you just look at what he's done, now Pereira's done it in a shorter time, yeah. But let's look back to let's remember like 24-year-old Jones onward, like
Yeah,
how he quickly just decimated everybody.
yeah. 14 fucking fights for like ridiculous. Everybody too.
Dude,
Machine.
I think this sport is a really forgetful crowd. That's the cutthroat side of it is that it's a real forgetful crowd. People are really quick to jump on the next guy when he's making noise, and they'll forget what you did before. And I think you forget what John Jones did before. You
That's
know,
that's that's very true, especially if you look at Holloway and Gaethje. Everyone,
yeah,
including myself, I wrote off Holloway. I thought Gaethje all the way, and then shocked the world. It was fucking
yeah. Who saw that coming? Who saw a knockout with 1.5 seconds remaining?
just this. It was one of the fucking holy shit. Yeah, as Dana said,
Yeah.
holy shit moments of the entire fucking
Oh,
sport.
bro. It's one of those nights that like it's exactly one of those times you remember what you were doing at that time. What were you doing while Justin Gaethje got knocked down?
I was sitting in my living room like seven Guinnesses deep, just fucking screaming. Yeah,
That's it, man. Yeah, you remember exactly those moments go down forever. And like Max Holloway's a fucking legend.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And I'm just excited to see him versus Topuria. And I think anybody who's writing him off versus Topuria is foolish.
Yeah, especially after what he just showed us. So. At 155 too, which is
Because
nuts.
who has Ilya Topuria now? Like, yeah, Ilya's a beast, but like, who has Ilya Topuria faced that's comparable to the track record of Max Holloway?
I mean, besides Volk,
Yeah,
but again, that could be, that was a short notice fight.
was that really Volk? Yeah, that's the thing. That's the question. You could say, you can ask that question against Islam too. Like, what, like, which Volk was that?
Yeah,
Was that like recently been knocked out Volk, or like recently had to cut 25 pounds in 2 days Volk? You know what I mean? Like,
which I hate because I'm like Volk is like one of my like it's like Usman and Volk. Fucking, I love them to death so much. What they
yeah,
did, Adesanya as well. Just active champions, man. Like absolutely active champions. One of my favorite things about the sport is when you have someone that just is anyone in front of me or they call out the next one. It's the best thing.
yeah, man. Like the that's the one that I'm really excited for right now is Tapuria and Holloway.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
You see, McGregor called out Mayweather in a bare knuckle fight.
I yeah, man. Like, who knows what McGregor's gonna do next? He's the most famous guy who hasn't fought in forever. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. And he still
they,
has that traction everywhere, which is crazy.
wasn't he gonna run for president or something, or prime minister?
He retired fighting and then was going to run for that. Now he's fighting again. So we'll see. We'll see, man.
Uh,
World's the oyster when you're him. But
would you, if you were Irish, would you vote for him?
fuck yeah.
I
Fuck
think I
yeah, I
would.
would.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. I'm not
Give
Irish, but I'm Scottish. I'm close, but yeah.
I would love to see what happens under that, man. Honestly,
I'm
that would
pretty
be
sure I can't. Yeah, I'm not. I'm a dual citizen, so I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to vote in a British election. I think. So,
oh shit.
yeah, but I wouldn't be able to. Yeah, if I was Irish though, I think I'd vote for McGregor.
Yeah, yeah, I'd go for that. Fuck, I hope you know what? Fuck it. Get the citizenship for Ireland. We'll vote for McGregor.
Yeah, let's go.
Any sponsors that help you out outside of camp or outside the octagon anyway that you want to shout out or anything like that?
Well, I got to shout out Willie's Pizza, man. These guys support the guy from Willie's has supported me like crazy over the past few camps. The guy wants me to get the best training. Like, Willie's Pizza has kind of had my back the last 2 straight years there, and they've really made a lot possible. And like, I can't deny it's the best friggin' pizza. Like, I have a few beers deep. I want a Willie's, man.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. That's that's
The
what I
pizza,
want when
no,
I'm a
no.
few. That's what I want when I'm a few beers deep as a Willie.
Oh fuck, no! I should have said no homo. I should have said no.
I'm just gonna clip that and then omit the rest of the interview. All the gay stuff I'm gonna put together and just
Oh
Oh,
fuck,
man. All right, man. Well, I might let you go here, brother, but I really appreciate you hopping on and
hey, my pleasure, bro.
this was one of my faves, 100%, man. It's good
Yeah,
chatting
man.
with you, bro.
Fuck yeah, man. Talk soon, man. Let's do this more often.
Yeah, 100%, dude. Keep the recovery up. Don't fucking joke yourself on that. You obviously know, but
I'll try not to do backflips and shit, but yeah.
yeah, yeah, stay off that shit. All right,
All
man.
right,
Appreciate you, Mateo. Take care, brother.
later, brother.
Cheers, man.